my dad bought another booster for the middle floor so that it was better on the
Tired of the fight that's in my head. Try to hold on tight cause I don't wanna lose control. Why, oh why am I here again when I know that freedom comes from letting go? I know I wrestle with it deep within. Time and time I never win. So here I am, surrendering. If I lose it all and everything around starts to fall, and all I see are crumbling walls, with nothing else left to lose, I can finally find the truth. I have everything if I have you. Everything if I have you. I've been through the fire and the crashing waves, and I've watched my dreams die right in front of me. But you were there in my darkest day. You pulled me through and you gave me faith to see. If I lose it all and everything around starts to fall, and all I see are crumbling walls, with nothing else left to lose, I can finally find the truth. I have everything if I have you. Everything if I have you. Through the loss, through the sadness, I have you. Through the mess, through the madness, I have you. Through it all, I can face it 'cause I have you. 'Cause I have you. If I lose it all.
because I just want to send, and especially when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna run out in like 2 seconds.
If I lose it all and everything around starts to fall, and all I see are crumbling walls, with nothing else left to lose, I can finally find the truth. I have everything if I have you. If I lose it all, everything if I have you. Everything if I have you. If I lose it all, nothing else left to lose, I can finally find the truth. I have everything if I have you.
That's what I like about myself. Even though batteries like
When my plans unravel and the doors are closed, if tomorrow finds me on a dead end road, there's a promise waiting, just like coming home. So I can dance into the great unknown, and I'll keep on moving. It's only just begun. I trust you'll lead me. Forever I will run because you go before me. You make it clear. You give me hope and a future, a future. So why live in worry? Why live in fear when I know you're holding the future, the future? The future, the future. I know you hold the future, the future.
hello, testing 1, 2, 3.
And I'm feeling fine, 'cause my eyes are
Did it work?
lifted to heaven's eye. Your plans are perfect, you can do no wrong. So I'll cast all my cares until they're gone, and I'll keep on moving. It's only just begun. I trust you'll lead me. Forever I will run because you go before me.
Welcome to Zeki Online. This episode is going to start any minute now, but just before we do, a couple of house rules for you guys. If you're under the age of 13, YouTube guidelines state that you have to have an adult watching this video with you. That's their rules and not ours, and so if you're under the age of 13, grab a parent, grab an adult to watch this live stream with you. Rule number 2, we will never ask for any of your personal details on the live comments chat. And so if somebody on the live comments asks for your personal details, don't give them away. We will never ask for your personal details on that live comments section. And rule number 3, the live comments chat is for fun, and so don't be tearing down other people, don't be kind of throwing out abuse to other people, keep your language clean, but have some fun on it. Chat to each other, chat to us as we're live streaming, we'll chat to you as we're live streaming, but use the comments for good and not to tear other people down. But yeah, we're going to start in a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Tell people. Yeah. What what number is it? I think it's on.
I don't know what's happening.
We're having a few technical.
If you can hear us, guys,
Well, I don't know. We have a lot of coursework,
Oh, okay.
so we have to do different projects
Yeah.
of stuff of different.
Oh, I
artists.
love a mind map. Do you like doing mind maps?
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I like doing my arrows, like.
Yeah. I like doing that. Do you do like fancy writing around it, or do you just kind of do?
The middle word that like we're doing the mind map
Yeah.
is fancy, and then I have like, yeah.
Nice. That's a good mind map. I like doing
Yeah.
mind maps like that. I'm more of a mind map person than a number person, if I'm honest. I would prefer to,
Yeah. I like colours as well.
Do you like doing maths? Are you like a maths? If I understood it.
Yeah. I don't know. I just when I was younger, I did like it, but now it's like enjoy it that much.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, I think I just don't get it. I think it annoys me because I'm like, well, there's no reason.
Yeah,
Like, why
like
would it be like
who
that?
introduced letters
Yes.
into maths?
Why would they make it so confusing?
It just makes it really complicated.
What's Caleb's? Caleb the maths man is saying.
And yeah, Caleb's talking gibberish.
Caleb is clearly the maths man because he is talking about how the letter replaces value, unknown value, not even necessarily a number. That's the thing. It could be anything. Could be a fraction if it wanted to be.
Yeah.
Could be anything. Just kind of think us, then comment and tell us how your week has been. Because we want to know. Caleb's dancing at me, and I'm not sure why.
Hello.
Oh, okay. We're maybe breaking up a little bit. So if just tell us what's happening, basically, because we don't know. We can't hear.
Hello, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie. Who else have we got on?
Abigail, Hannah, Jonash.
Nice. We've got Jackie.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a whole load of people. Fantastic. We've got Abigail. Abigail says her week has been different but exciting. Ooh. That's very like, what's the word? Mysterious.
Yeah,
That's
mysterious.
Very oh, we've got Hannah who says it has been, I can't actually read that word. What does that word say?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. I'm not sure if that was meant to say fantastic
Both.
or if it was together.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. I think we should start using more words together. Do you know what I mean? We should start like merging more.
They're called word sandwiches or word salads or something.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, we should use more of them. Like, we should have like, oh, I can't think of what would be one now. Like a big fish, you could have bish.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I actually like
That would work, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Jackie's week has been very busy, but glad it's the weekend.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else is glad it's the weekend? Comment and tell us what you're going to be doing with your weekend. What are you going to be doing this weekend, Esther? Do you know?
Nothing.
Nice. Just having like
Yeah.
a lazy weekend.
Yeah.
Do you watch TV at the weekend?
Yeah. And my I don't know. I think we're just gonna chill and like because we've had like busy weeks and like been doing a lot. So we might just chill out.
Oh, that sounds good. What sort of things do you like to watch? Are you watching anything specific at the minute?
Well, we're watching Britain's Got Talent
Yeah.
because that comes on the Saturdays now. And then and we watch like DC as well sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Nice. Fair. Right, Britain's Got Talent.
oh, Hannah thought of another one. Nerve sighted.
Nice. Oh, you're good at this, Hannah. You're like the boss. I like this. Nice.
And
You know Britain's Got Talent, yeah?
yeah,
So I watched it for the first time last week.
yeah.
Was it last week we watched it? Yeah, last week. And there was well, he said he was a comedian and he got through into like the final. But
Yeah.
I didn't think he was funny. And I
What,
don't
that
know.
guy? The like guy with the glasses, and he
Yeah,
kept dropping
and
the ball.
Did you think
Yeah.
he was funny?
I thought he was kind of funny. Yeah.
Oh, fair. Maybe it was just me. Maybe I just have a terrible sense of humour and everyone else in the
I
world
mean-
is laughing and I'm like, oh, it's
I
all
mean,
right.
when we were voting, because we got the apps,
Yeah.
Caleb and Mum and everyone were voting for the father and son magicians. And
Oh.
personally, like, they were all right, but I don't know. I just think there was better people.
Fair. Who did you vote for then?
I voted for the little kid that was dancing.
Yeah, nice.
Because he's really cute and really good.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fair.
we're gonna have a fire in the new fire pit.
Oh, have you got a new fire pit?
Yeah. We
Lovely.
got it on the weekend.
Oh, I like a fire pit. Nice. Right. I think if everyone is here and our Wi-Fi is working, then I think it's time that we say congratulations to
Matt and Rhiannon.
who got engaged this week. So they have had a very exciting week. If you haven't said congratulations, then send them a message or send Zeki a message and we will pass it on to them. So good job, guys. I don't know why I did a little thumbs up, but well done. Right. So now that we've got all of that out of the way, Esther, I think you know what time it is. What time is it?
Challenge time.
It is time for a challenge. So this week we have got the wonderful Jackie who is going to join us in doing our challenge. Say hi, Jackie. Let's check we can hear you.
Hi, Jackie.
Yes, she's here. Hi, Jackie is here. Fantastic. Not hi, Jackie. Just Jackie. Jackie is here. Right. So this week we're going to have a timer for 2 minutes and we're going to do the standard. How many cream crackers can you eat in 2 minutes? So I'm going to start off and I'm going to ask Esther, how many do you think that you're going to be able to eat?
I haven't had them in ages, so I don't know what they taste like. Probably like, I don't know. Probably like 10. I don't
10?
know.
Oh, okay. Jackie, how many do you think that you are going to be able to eat?
Well, I'm not going to be able to eat 10 in 2 minutes. I'm going to go 5.
Oh, Okay.
No, my number
So-
was probably a bit too much then.
well, we'll see. We'll see. Let us know in the comments who you think is going to win. Esther seems quite confident with her 10. I'm going to be
No.
honest.
I reckon I'm gonna get 6 now.
Oh, we've got Gloucerium who says that Esther is going to do 3.
Okey
Wow.
dokey.
You have been really downplayed there, Esther. I wouldn't take that.
Here's my 5.
Nice. Okay, Jackie has got hers ready. Right, Esther, yours are on the table. So
Abigail.
what we will do is, so that I can keep count, we'll do Jackie first, and then we'll go to Esther. Okay. So, Jackie, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, she's got a strategy here. She's breaking them first. Okay, I like that. Do you think that you're going to do something like that, Esther? Or
I don't know. I think I'll just put it
just
all
like
in one.
shove it all in? Nice. Okay, is that 1, Jackie?
No, not yet.
Yeah. Not yet. We've got, okay, nearly 1. Oh,
I don't think I'm gonna be able to do 6. I don't know. I haven't-
yeah. I feel like your 10 was very,
Here.
Okay, we've got a lot of people who are cheering you on, Jackie.
Oh.
We've got Hannah who says, Jackie, you're going to win because with God you can do anything. That's some good encouragement right there. I feel like that's what you needed.
On a big night.
If we were allowed water, then it would be so much easier.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah. But unfortunately, I don't think I can allow that. Because you could just like swallow them down then, couldn't you? Oh, we're on 3. Okay, we're on 3. How long have we got left? 40 seconds. Oh, okay. She's had 2. I'll count the half if she finishes the half. Oh, she might. Oh. I think she might finish the full thing, you know. I think she might get 3.
She's going to do it too. I think she's
Oh,
going
I
to do
think
it.
she's been hiding her skills. 30 seconds.
She's got 3.
We've had 3. Okay.
Do they have to be swallowed or just?
They are, yeah, you have to swallow them.
Okay.
You can't just like shove. If you've got a really big mouth, you'd like could put the whole packet in there and not swallow
Yeah.
it. Okay, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we'll go. You didn't swallow, so we'll say 2.5. Is that fair? Yeah, we'll go 2.5 because I think you probably have eaten 2.5 worth. Right. Okay, so you've got 2.5 to beat, Esther. Do you think that you can do that?
Yes.
Okay. She seems quite confident. Right. Let's see. Oh, I keep nearly falling off this chair. Right. There we go. Okay, so it's not off to a good start. We can't even get into the crackers packet. Yeah, maybe we should have done that as our challenge. That would have been good. Who can open the packet first? Okay. Yeah, I'm reading these. Okay, yeah, she's going to get 4 out. I'm reading these comments and all of Esther's family seem to be voting for you, Jackie. I'm going to be honest. Right, okay, are we ready? 2 minutes on the clock. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, okay. I don't know if that was a deliberate break or if no, it wasn't. Okay, so we haven't got the same strategy going on here. Okay. Oh my word, she's quite good at this. Okay, 1 down.
Wow. That's going to beat me.
Oh my word. Okay, we've got a comment from Gloucester Elam who says, Esther, you're the bester. That's pretty good. I like it. Oh, your family seem to be voting for you now. This is good. This is good. Okay. We're on 1.5. Okay, it's going well. I think I always forget how dry these are. I always think, oh, I could eat loads. And then as soon as you eat them, you think, oh my word, I'm going to die because I've not had enough water. Maybe quite dramatic, maybe not die. Okay, we've got 1 minute. 1 minute down. We're on cracker number 3. So you have only got to eat half of this cracker to beat Jackie. Remember, it has to be swallowed though. Oh. 40 seconds to go. I think we are at very similar points. I think this is where you were at, Jackie. It says, Esther, don't be a jester. You can eat the rester. It's good. I like it. I like all of these rhymes. I'm assuming this is your dad commenting. Right. Okay. How long have we got? 15 seconds. Go on. If you can swallow everything that's in your mouth, you will have beaten Jackie. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, she did it! Oh my word! No! Oh, that was a very close call. I thought that you were going to tie. For a second there, I thought that was going to be it, that you'd both have to do a challenge. But unfortunately, Jackie,
Yeah. Well done.
that means...
Well done.
Well done.
So,
Sorry.
Esther, tell us what it means now that you've won.
I don't know.
What does it mean for
yeah.
Jackie?
Okay.
Oh no, not like what does it mean to you personally to have won this?
Her forfeit is gonna be on Zoom, and the details for that Zoom meeting will be on Zeki Instagram group chat.
Yeah. So we are gonna head over to Zoom straight after this, where we are gonna see Jackie. I'm gonna tell you what the challenge is because I think that people are gonna want to see it. Jackie is going to have an egg splattered over her head, which apparently is very good for your hair. So we were discussing this earlier. It could be quite good for your hair, but it could also be very amusing for us. So unfortunately, Jackie, we're going to see you on Zoom in a little while. If you don't have the details, then either email or message the Instagram, and you'll be able to get those. So what are we going to go into now, Esther?
The video. So we've got a short video. Yeah. Here it goes.
Yeah.
Yes, guys, if you have a good parent pranks, why don't you put them in the comments and maybe someone brave enough can give one of them a go. If you try any on your parents, then why don't you video it and tag us on Instagram, or maybe take a photo of their reaction and tag us on Instagram. But we want to see your parent pranks. But that wasn't just a random video of a guy floating or pretending to float, and it will make sense a little bit later on. But before we do, who's excited? Give me your little waving hand emojis to see Jackie get egg splattered on her head. Put your little emojis in the comments. I can't wait. So make sure you head over to Zoom after this, because it's going to be great fun. But yeah, and who's excited that we're on episode 2 of our Zeki Live? As far as I know, this is the first ever second episode of Zeki Live we've had. So there we go. I'm having a great time anyway. But tonight I want to talk to you a little bit about this question of who do you ask when you get in a bit of trouble? Or who do you first go to when you don't know what to do about something? So the question tonight is that, who do you first go to when you don't know what to do about something? So get writing in the comments. We want to know who your go-to person is when you get stuck in a little bit of bother or when you don't know what to do. So type in the comments, let us know, and I'll be having a little bit of a look in a second. But tonight, maybe it's because you've got a big decision to make, like maybe what options you're going to take at school, or maybe what university you're going to go to, and you don't know what to decide. Who's the person that you would go to? Write that in the comments. But the other day I was reading my Bible, and for those of you who don't know, the Bible is a book of loads of different people's experience with God. So I was reading the Bible, and I came across this real life story of a guy who found himself in a bit of a pickle, of a guy who didn't know what to do. And so I'm going to share a little bit about that tonight, but let's have a look at some of these comments. To be honest, there's a time lag, so all I have is the waving hands from the first bit. And thumbs up. I also have a message off Jackie saying that she can't hear me. So there we go. Am I unmuted, Caleb? Yeah. Oh, there we go. You can hear me. Brilliant. So we've got Abigail. She goes to her teacher or parent, and it depends on the situation. That is a cracking comment. Love that. We can hear you, says Pete. Amazing. I'm loving the time delay. It makes live comments not so live. But there we go. Maybe we'll go back to that question a little bit later. But if you're watching, write your answer to the question, who do you first go to when you don't know what to do? But let me tell you this real life story from the Bible. Because it's awesome. So if you're familiar with the Bible, turn to 2 Kings chapter 6. If you're not familiar, don't worry. I'm going to read it out anyway, so it's calm. But it goes like this. There was a company of prophets. For those of you who don't know what a prophet is, it's somebody who can hear God very clearly. And simply, that's all a prophet is, somebody who can hear God clearly. So there was a group of prophets, and they said to a guy called Elisha, look, the place where we meet up together is too small. How many of you feel that in lockdown at the minute? You know, you can't just hang out in like a 3 meter by 3 meter room with all of your mates anymore because you've got to stay like 2 meters apart anyway. But these prophets were like, we can't keep meeting here. There's not enough space for us anymore. And so the story carries on. The guy called Elisha says this, let us go to the Jordan River where we can each get a pole and let us build a place there to meet. So they're going to go down to this river, get some poles and build a new place to meet. What a good idea. How many of you have been doing that over lockdown, building a new place to meet so that you have enough space? Little wavy hands in the comments. Esther says no, she has not done that. She's just sat in her bedroom and not seen anyone. But yeah, so these prophets, these people who can hear God clearly, they all go down to the river and they're getting ready to build this new place to meet. And the story carries on. So when they got down to the Jordan, they began to cut down trees. I assume that was for the pole, to get the poles to build and not just to ruin the environment. But that's what they were doing. And as one of them was cutting down this tree, the iron axe head, you know, the bit that actually chops the tree, fell off his axe and then it fell in the Jordan River. What a scene. He goes to chop this tree, bam! And the axe head falls off and it falls into the Jordan River. Now we're going to take a quick break from the story because I want us to play a quick game, if that's all right with you guys. So my assistants here, they're going to bring me a really, really sturdy music stand. We love that. And then Abigail has got the muscles, so she's going to lift Esther. Oh my gosh, I can't even think anymore. Esther is going to get her muscles out and pop it on here as close to the ledge. Oh no, this could go badly. Okay. Yeah. Nah, that's sturdy, it's fine. You guys might be able to witness a bit of a flood tonight if that thing goes. But the game is called this, float or sink, okay? So Caleb's going to pop up a list of items for me at the bottom there, and I need you in the comments to type whether you think each item is going to float or whether you think it's going to sink. Hence the little prank video before of the guy floating. So get writing in the comments. So for example, you would put egg, dash, and then whether you think it's going to float or sink. And write that for each of the items. And we're going to give those things a little go. So get in the comments ready. I'll get an egg out of my little bag. Boom. Here it is. 1 egg. Now, I haven't cheated. This is a good egg, so it should do what it should do anyway. So if you get it right, you get it right. But here we go. Gloucester Eden made a treehouse in lockdown. Just a little throwback there. So do we think the egg is going to float or do we think it's going to sink? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I think that sank. It's safe to say that egg sank, and I think it also might have cracked a little bit. So hopefully the egg won't start oozing out so you can't see any of the others. Okay, item number 2, a pen. Here we go. Who thinks the pen's going to sink? Who thinks the pen is going to float? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom, the pen floated, for those of you who couldn't see that quite clearly. Well done for everyone who's getting these right. Jackie says the pen can sing, I think. Was that right? Who knows? Okay, the next item, a candle. Is the candle going to sink or is the candle going to float? Let's see. 3, 2,
1. Oh, sorry, Hannah. You were wrong. And Abigail, you were also wrong. It floated. Wee. Okay, what's the next item on our list? We've got a rubber. Do we think the rubber is going to sink or do we think the rubber is going to float? Here we go. Pete thinks the rubber's going to sink. Or did he say float? I can't even read the comments. But it sank, so if you said float, you were wrong. Okay, next item on the list. We have a bottle lid. Here we go. Float or sink. 3, 2, 1. Sink. Okay, I'm just going to do one more because, to be quite honest, this is going on a bit longer than I figured. Let's do the chocolate bar then. This is, just to be precise, it's a munchie bar with raisins, oat flakes, and whole wheat flakes. So if that changes your decision or your answer, quickly write it in the comments now. But here we go, the chocolate bar. Is it going to float or is it going to sink? 3, 2, 1. Boom, chocolate bars float. So if you're kayaking, if you're surfing, if you're swimming, take your chocolate bars with you and you're not going to lose it because it's going to sink. But there we go. If my assistants could come and remove this really sketchy, wobbly bowl of water before we ruin the electrics and maybe get everyone electrocuted. Who knows? Thank you very much. A round of applause for my assistants there. That's what I'm going to call them anyway. But I've got one more item for you. It wasn't on the list, and I also don't have it to try out. So you're just going to have to trust that my answer is right. And if you don't trust it, I guess you're going to have to Google it or YouTube it or something like that. But the final item is this. The prophet's iron axe head. You know, the one he was going to hit the tree, but then it fell off and it fell in the river. Do you think it floated or do you think it sank? Let me know in the comments right now. And I can just waffle a little bit until the comments appear, because I think we're like 10 seconds behind. But Meme Maker has just commented saying the ingredients did change the option. Cornflakes float, so why shouldn't whole wheat? That is very clever, and that is obviously not me commenting, because I wouldn't have thought of that. And to be honest, I thought all chocolate bars floated anyway, so there we go. But for those of you who are wondering, the iron axe head would have sank because iron sinks. As simple as that. You don't see anyone kind of bobbing around looking for floating iron on the sea, do you? So obviously it sinks. But anyway, back to the story. You guessed it, it sank. His axe head fell into the water and sank. Now, I've got like this picture of this story in my head. Have any of you played on the Nintendo Wii? Put your little wavy hands again. I've got like a few people waving hands at me here live, but if you're not here, then put them in the comments. And have you played bowling? Do we have any bowling champions? Oh, everyone thinks they're the bowling champion on the Nintendo Wii until they play me, because I actually am the champion, just to let you know. I'll take you all on. But you know that moment where you go to bowl, yeah, and you've got the trigger on, and then you take it back, and you let go too early, and the ball goes backwards, and then you've got like all the little me characters who are like, woo, and they spin round and scream. You know that moment? When I read this story, I've got that picture in my head, like this guy's there with his axe, and he's about to slam it into the tree, and as he does, the axe head flings off backwards, and then you've got all of the other prophets, the guys who can hear clearly from God, going, woo! That's the picture I get in my head. It's probably not accurate, but for me it's helpful because it makes me realize how much of a pickle this guy was in. They need to cut down trees so that they can build a bigger space, and his axe head has just fallen into a river, somewhere in the river at the bottom of it. Now, rivers are deep, and so how is he going to build a new place to meet without an axe? This guy, what's he going to do? Who's he going to go to? Who's he going to ask? But it's even worse than it seems in this scenario, because later on in the story, we find out that it isn't even that guy's axe. He borrowed the axe from his friend. How many of you have borrowed something, and while you've been borrowing it, you've broken it? Put your little wavy hands up again. The comments are great because all I can see is little wavy hands now. It's brilliant. But how many of you have broken something that you borrowed, or how many of you have lost something that you borrowed? Put your hands up again. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to dob you all in now. I'm going to tell the people, so get wrecked. Whee! I'm joking. I'm not really. But yeah, so let's go back to that question at the start. Who do you first go to when you find yourself in a spot of bother? Now, reading the comments, like some people have gone to parents, some people have gone to teachers, some people have gone to friends, and these are all great people to go to. But who does this prophet go to now he's found himself in a spot of bother? Who does this prophet, or how does he react when his axe splashes in the water and he realizes that he's lost it? Well, the story goes like this. Here's his initial reaction. Oh no! I mean, that's a fair reaction, isn't it? Like, that's the reaction that most of us do when something goes wrong. Oh no! But then listen to this. My Lord, he cried. That axe was borrowed. There's the borrowed axe bit. But his initial response was, oh no. But who does he first go to? My Lord, he cried out. You know, Britain and the Western world makes me laugh a little bit, because when we have a problem that we can't fix, or when we get ourselves in a pit of a pickle, we tend to try everything we can to fix it, don't we? Like, has anyone been there? Like, first you try to fix the problem yourself, which generally goes wrong. Well, it does for me anyway, but I'm not very good at fixing things. So then what do? After I've tried it myself and I failed, then maybe I'll get up like a YouTube tutorial or go on and Google and see if Google can help me try and fix it again. And then when that lets me down, us Brits, we're really good at then asking a friend to try and help us. And then the friend can't help us. And so we get in a bit of a pickle. But here's the bit that makes me laugh the most about British people or the Western world is this, that when we've asked everyone that we can possibly ask to help us, when nobody can fix the problem or nobody can give us any answers, we do this thing, whether you're a Christian or not, whether you believe in God or not, we tend to pray. How weird is that? Like, you could have somebody who for their whole life has said, nah, there's not a God. God can't be real. But then when it comes down to it, there's something that happens in their life that they can't explain, or nobody can give them answers, or nobody can fix an issue for them. And so we pray when we get desperate, don't we? We've all been there. And that's us as Brits. But tonight, after reading this guy's story or his real life experience, I want to ask a new question for you. What would or could happen if the first person that you went to for help was God? What could or would happen if God was the first person that you went to? Yeah, I'm not saying, like, don't try yourself to fix problems. I'm not saying don't have a little Google. I'm not saying don't involve your friends or your family in decisions. But what could happen if we just flipped the order around and we went to God first and then tried to fix it ourselves? See, this prophet, he didn't ask his friends, did he? Like, you don't see him going, yo, can you help me get my axe out the river? Because he could talk properly, so he would have said, can you help me get my axe out the river? But he didn't say that either. You didn't see him trying to dive into the river and get it himself, did you? No, it's because he had his best pair of Air Jordans on and he had his skinny jeans on and he didn't want to get them wet, obviously. No, none of those are the reasons why, but he went to God first. My Lord, he cried. In other words, he was saying, God, help me. And here's how the story pans out for this guy, and it's really cool. So another man called Elisha, he was one of the other prophets. He asked the guy, where did it fall? And so the guy points it out to him, and he points out the place. And so Elisha, he cuts this new stick, and he lobs it on the spot where the guy thinks that it's fallen, basically. And as this stick falls on the water, here's the cracking bit. The axe head, the iron axe head that would usually sink, floated up. And Elisha says to the guy, why don't you just go and grab it now? How cool is that? So this guy, in other words, he didn't ask his friends. He didn't try and get it himself. He went straight to God first. And out of that, as an outcome of it, his problem was solved. This iron axe head floated to the top and he got it back. Problem solved. How great is that? It's really cool. But here's the even better bit about going to God first. Because loads of people can fix your problems. A mechanic can fix your car. A teacher can help you with a question. But actually in this moment, like, the impossible happened. This guy, he experienced God. Yeah, he might not have seen God. Yeah, he might not have heard God. but he experienced God's power and he experienced the impossible things that God can do. How cool is that? And so this guy goes away with a real life story to tell, and that's why I'm telling you today. As Christians, we call it a testimony. So if you hear the word testimony, all it means is a story of what God has done in your life. That's way better than just having your problem fixed. And in fact, just having the problem fixed or solved is a good outcome. So the new question for you tonight is this: what could happen if we just went to God first? You know, maybe you are struggling with a decision. Maybe you don't know what options to take. Maybe you don't know what university to go to. Well, before you even start to think about it for yourself, before you even open up that little booklet that the universities give you, which has a fancy name, which I've forgotten, it's something like prospectus or something like that. But before you even take a look at that, why don't you just ask God? Just say, God, what do you think I should do? And then when you read it, perhaps it'll all become a lot clearer than it would have done. Maybe you found yourself in a bit of a pickle. Maybe you've got yourself in a tricky situation. Well, before you even try and get out of it yourself, before you go to your friends, why don't you just ask God? Just say, God, would you help me? And then perhaps when you do try and work it out yourself, it will become a lot easier and God will help you. Or maybe like this story, when you get to that moment and you go to try and work it out yourself and fix it yourself, maybe God's already done it for you. How great would that be? And so the question I want to leave you with tonight is this: what could happen if I just went to God first? I'm not saying don't try yourself. I'm not saying don't ask your friends, don't get other people's advice. But just switch the order around. Say, God, would you help me? And then go on and see what could happen, because it could be an amazing story like this prophet here. So yeah, give that a go this week. That is my challenge for you. But we're going to watch a video now, and it's a song, and it's about this guy who decides to pray whenever he finds himself in a bit of a bother. And it's his experience and his story like this, guys. So listen to this song, and then I'm going to hand back over to Esther and Emily, who are going to tell you how to get onto Zoom.
If last night was crazy, what you said today shakes me. How can you like fake it and not get all jaded? Trips me out, man, but I'm here for you. After long nights, you're talking spiritual. I'm waiting for a miracle. Crying in my arms and the DJ's out of songs. Drive you to your mom's and I'm trying to stay calm. Thinking of a verse or the words I could say, but I turn on the radio and try to play it safe. I used to walk this road alone. I used to fight with sticks and stones, but now I know what I believe. This battle's won on my knees. I pray, even when the lights go out and the darkest cloud tries to hold me down. I pray, even when I don't know why and my hands feel tied. I'm afraid at night. I pray, praying for the sun, praying to the one, praying won't you come. I pray. I'm not giving up, no. I pray. I'm not sleeping, not dreaming, start weeping. Voices in my head got me kneeling by the bed, flipping through pages, thinking how you fainted. God send an angel, forever are you faithful. Let him find grace, find his way to see your face. Let him come alive, be healed and not die. Right. I'm standing in faith in the power of your name. No one's ever too far gone, they can change. I used to walk this road alone. I used to fight with sticks and stones, but now I know what I believe. This battle's won on my knees. I pray, even when the lights go out and the darkest cloud tries to hold me down. I pray, even when I don't know why and my hands feel tied. I'm afraid at night. I pray, praying for the sun, praying to the one, praying won't you come. I pray. I'm not giving up, no. I pray. 7 months have passed, I got a call from Dad. He said you're doing fine and got a stable 9 to 5. I heard you were in church and met a girl at work. I knew you'd turn around, sometimes I had my doubts. Dang, I'm so proud, if only mom could see you now. I'm wiping my tears, cause I know God hears every prayer and faith, it's the mercy and grace. I know our legacy will never be the same. I pray, even when the lights go out and the darkest cloud tries to hold me down. I pray, even when I don't know why and my hands feel tied, I'm afraid at night. I pray, praying for the sun, praying to the one, praying won't you come. I pray, I'm not giving up, no. I pray.
Hey guys, wasn't that great? So next week we're going to be kind of carrying on from that, and we're going to have a look more at how we go to God first, and how we can pray and that sort of thing. But if you have any questions about this week's topic or any questions in general, then get in touch with us at Zeki. We would love to meet up with you, chat with you, kind of work through some of those issues. Esther, what is the plan now?
But now we're going to be going to Zoom to watch Jackie get egged.
Yeah.
Yeah. The details are going to be on the Zeki Instagram group chat.
Yes. So get in touch if you don't have the Zoom details, but we will see you there in a few minutes. Bye.
Bye.